Good morning, everybody. It is a pleasure to see you on this fine, lovely little, was it Sunday morning? I wanted to do another responding to comments. So this is a follow up on the whole Keffels, Kiwi Farms, uh, what's the phrase called? All that stuff that was going on. It was the troll forum website that was bullying a content creator that I wasn't very expressed with this in the previous. I personally am not a fan of Keffels. I this is less to do with this is more to do with just how I've seen her conduct herself with other content creators I like. Not to say that those content creators didn't do anything wrong and she didn't have anything justified to be mad about, but maybe it's my own presumption on my part, but I feel like it would have been better to handle certain things differently. Regardless of how I feel about the creator, um, I can set all of those aside and come to her aid and defense when realizing that this website um, is bad. And I went and looked at it, and it is terrible. It's filled with mean spirited, terrible human beings. Now, what are we talking now? Now, who is the subject of today's focus? Well, today we are going to be focusing on the uh, funny little gentleman by the name of Steve Cariggillio. And we'll open up his little YouTube thing right here. 2 subscribers, nothing to speak of whatsoever. Joined last year. So this was the first one I thought I saw, and then he posted these other two after. He posted this one first, then this one second, and then when he got to the part when I realized, oh, it's just a bunch of right wing lunatics. This is where he commented his third thing. I want to take each of these in tandem. So Keffels is a dude in a dress who got doxxed. If you want to be insulting and reductive, sure. Chris is a dude. This is in response to ChrisChan, the creator who raped her mother and is considered one of the most documented one of the most bullied people in the history of the internet. So, and then he said, "Oh, you're a crazy person," in response to me probably just saying, "Oh, these people are like right wing lunatics," because like what left wing person is gonna not honor someone's pronouns? Now, here's my thing, and this is kind of what I wanted to focus on. ChrisChan, and this is kind of like where the title of this video comes from, and where the importance of what I want to talk about here is. ChrisChan is a monster. ChrisChan is a monster who is abusive and sexist and literally is a criminal and not a good person. All of those statements are true. I can make monster fucker jokes to her as much as I want. I can make furry jokes to her as much as I want. My thing is, I know that misgendering someone is low-hanging fruit. There are jokes and comments and things I can say that are better, more biting, and less pedantic, that can be used to insult people I don't like, that don't involve low IQ, low brow, 15-year-old insults like just misgendering a trans person. Now, I don't respect ChrisChan. I don't think anybody respects ChrisChan. I might have a modicum of sympathy for how the internet has bullied this human being to be the worst possible version of what they already were. but I don't need to be a bigot to do so. For example, I don't like, say, Clarence Thomas for a myriad of different reasons. I don't like Ben Carson. I would make fun of Ben Carson's soft ass voice and tiny eyes, and I would make fun of Ben. I would make fun of Clarence Thomas's. I would make fun of his bald head and crazy ass wife. I wouldn't make fun of the color of their skin. It's the same deal. Now, I know a lot of you might not agree that it's the same thing. They might say, oh, skin color is immutable. This is not. At the end of the day, well, I want to introduce you guys to the story of David Roemer. For those who are unaware, David Roemer was a Canadian man who was raised as a girl. He was born as a boy, and due to the unfortunate technical mishap that fucked up his genitalia with the circumcision machine, his parents went to a psychologist who recommended went to a psychologist like on the matter when he was still an infant, and I think it was at like just his infancy. He they did a vaginoplasty, because at that point in time, doing a vaginoplasty as opposed to doing a rhinoplasty, not rhinoplasty, whatever the hell the word for building a dick is, didn't exist, and or the technology wasn't as well there, and they had David be raised as a woman. And at around between 9 and 11 years of age, he was kind of like, he had never truly been happy being a girl, and it never really took. He basically, by the time he was 15, he started living totally as a man, and at the age of, I think it was 18 or 19, he got a bunch of surgery to reassign. He committed suicide at age 38 because he had been suicidal since he was a young teen because of the dysphoria he had in his head. People, and here's the thing, this kid, when David was a girl, he had zero compunction to believe he was anything else other than a girl. You know? It's like, my thing is that you know in your heart of hearts what you are, in your brain. Your brain knows what you are. It can't be tricked into thinking like you are something you're not. And now the transphobes in the audience might be thinking, oh, well, that's a perfect case as to why trans people don't exist. If that's the case, there wouldn't be trans people in the first place. People know what they should be in their head. And if their body doesn't match, they're going to fix it. So, as it pertains to people like ChrisChan or Keffels, and people like, and the only reason those two individuals are in the same fucking sentence is because they both identify as trans women. Is at the end of the day, these people, I think, deserve a level of respect as far as to like what their gender is. It takes no skin off my back to do it, and there are plenty of things I can make fun of Keffels for, and there's plenty of things I can make fun of ChrisChan for other than their gender. I like to think I am a smarter and more intelligent human being, capable of better wit and humor than to resort for pathetic notions of identity politics. If I do resort to identity politics for jokes, I will say, instead of making fun of somebody for their gender pronouns, I'll make fun of them for the amount of squishmallows and their fluffy in the type of men they date. If I make fun of a black person, I'm not making fun of them for the color of their skin. I'm making fun of them for, say, I don't know, running when they laugh a lot. Shit that there's no reason to make fun of somebody for how they look, and frankly, not even their culture even, unless you're punching up, or in some ways. Regardless. I wanted to comment on this particular individual in particular. Mr. Cariggillio, I will be tagging you in this video, but I will be hiding your user from my channel. I have zero desire to hear any of your comments going forward. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you, the viewer, has a wonderful rest of your day as well. I want to give a big thank you to all of these patrons you see on screen right here, including Reed Savage, Mike Nicely, PT Sean, Oni, Top Hatter, American Autopsy, Anthony J. Lopez, and the love of my life, Metafavuzi. I want to give a big thank you to them for their support. They support the show for as little as $1 a month, but that is not to say I am not thankful for you either for getting to the end of this video. I thank you so very much for watching this entire way. I really appreciate it a bunch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will leave you with the tunes of the illustrious Villainous Styles.